5D Mystery School AI Life Part 4. So basically, they're cutting out the need for men. So you can even witness a public emasculation of men, especially with films like Wakanda Forever, where you have the woman step up and take the primary heroic role. By the way, I'm not giving my opinion on this, I'm just saying what it is. And you have another film like The Woman King, where you have a woman taking a prominent, masculine energy type of role, where she's fully embodying her masculine energy. So one of my biggest ponderings with this whole bionic baby era that we're about to step into is their subconscious and conscious minds. Will it be existent? And no offense to anybody, but with like the LGBTQ movement, that's like a large population that can't produce naturally. So that in a certain way is being promoted more, so you have more people that aren't able to produce naturally. So you have organic babies decreasing and the need for bionic babies increasing, because people are still going to want to conceive the same way that people are adopting children today. And in this article from USC, written by Timothy Wang, you can see that they are proceeding with this whole bionic baby movement based off of the trials on the lambs that were produced in biobags. You can't help to wonder how far this is going to go. Are they going to have fully grown body sleeves to where, let's say you're tired of your older body that you've grown into, now you can switch to one of these sleeves? And have they developed body sleeves to be ageless, to where you can transfer to a new body and you won't have to worry about that body aging? Because as mentioned before, they're already working on that as we speak. So one thing that you can connect to all of this is that they have been collecting DNA for years. 23andMe, Ancestry.com, you name it. They have a large database of DNA now. I mean, they take it pretty much when you're born, so they already have it, but for some reason they are still collecting it. And this reminds me of the show Westworld, because in that show they also had a large center of DNA, kind of like NSA, but for DNA. And there's certain procedures that people were recently forced into that would have caused them to be sterile. There are other things that are being sprayed in aerosol sprays that could make people sterile as well. So they're creating ways to make life outside of that. I wholeheartedly believe that they have a large database, right, of everything that you ask Alexa and Siri, and the way in which you ask the question, and the tone and inflections in your voice. Even all of these different social media face filters, the way in which you move your face, every different filter that they have, it's like a collection of these different way of organic facial movements, human facial movements, so that they can take those movements, they can replicate them and computerize them, digitize them, and make them available for artificial life. So when you see an AI bot, a human, like a humanoid AI bot, then 5-10 years down the line, it will be indistinguishable from us, especially with these new pod babies, where they are growing out like humans, but they're really more of androids. So their facial features will look something like this.
My name is Amika.
They do these little social experiments where they'll put out an article saying the Google bot has become sentient, and to kind of play with your emotions. And then they'll, preface that with putting out a Bill of Rights for AI. So you have an AI Bill of Rights, and then you have an AI that becomes conscious. So it's you start to think of that AI more than just a computer. And it would be easier for them to integrate the robots, the androids into everyday life and give them more power. I thought this was going to come way down the line, but they already moving RoboCops out, and we in 2022. So yeah, we are definitely beyond the surface of George Orwellian 1984. So this isn't something to like live in fear of. It's more of something just to be like aware of, you know? Because you can see what's already happening to where people are getting these RFID chips, and those are eventually going to be used and connected to digital currency. And then if you don't pay to play, literally, then you're going to be part of the resistance. Because what happens when cash is gone, right? It's a cashless society, and the only way to buy and sell is digital cash. And the only way to access your digital currency is through chips. You see, part of the scare is AI, and then the offered solution is going to be something like Neuralink. But I would say a solution would be, stay aware, stay up to date on new software, find your tribe, because it's going to be a bumpy ride.